company no a winning case. Ghana embassy wo UK and a company ne dia. Until say Ghana betua 134 million so 101 million ni nyina no. And then me say Ghana japade wo UK na eye de papa wusu ankoma team no eye company bi dia eno ano no.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo
Trafigura company bia NPP for ba bemu because of greed. Omni Ghana work contract NPP for ending mraso omutwa contract ni no. Sa company no e wini case. Ghana embassy wo UK and a company ne dia. Until say Ghana betua 134 million so 101 million ni nyina no. And then me say Ghana japade wo UK na eye de papa wusu ankoma team no eye company bi dia eno ano no. Long story, hey, they can dance around the grammar. Hey, ti papa wusu ankoma. Me wi abebusa question. This papa wusu ankoma, listen to him. Me say these people omo wiemu. Do I even have that video? Yeah.
That is not entirely true. I mean, I'm surprised that he says I give the impression that none of Ghana's properties were under threat. What I said was that an application for receivership had been made in respect of some properties belonging to Ghana, and that of the properties, the subject matter of the charge, only one, Regina House, is used for commercial purposes. The others can be described as diplomatic properties. So these properties are not under threat. But even with the one which is the subject matter of the receivership, that is Regina House, negotiations, I know negotiations are ongoing between Ghana and the Judgement creditors, GCPDC, to pay. That's all. But as of now, Regina House is the property of the government of Ghana, the president of Ghana.
That's on paper.
It is under receivership.
And that's on paper. That's also what he's alleging. He said
the papa uswankuma kenyina eyebrofo order down. And the receivership, the applicant, the creditor, the business associate, the commercial part, the nyina say. Asema okay. It is simple. It is so akobo besia. Ewo warden the bafo. Yankan so bank akobo besia. Besia no wentua. And a bank no ako court. And a court say what dine bank in finance santoso na onfanya de enye de obeye. Until so betua bank rekano. That property belongs to the bank. That is all. It is not about receivership. It is not about clients. It is not about state commercialization. It is not about private diplomatic. It is about company as we speak today. Or the building he's sitting in, Regina building, Second building, Comfort building. The issue is the bank in the car and a bank a court there then sato dance. That moment a court ama bank say unfan and santo dance, it ceases to be your own. In your head, it belongs to you. But the only way it can belong to you officially is for you to offset. And I said, for you to pay the debt. As you speak, you have not paid. In the Regina House, oh Lord, it is not for us. Under Ekufuado, in the Republic of Ghana, a history mu, yenya abaya, yama company, etumi aji embassy free and same. Saying a company need free and some one day cry and still it is one bad thing that has happened to Ghana. And the menoti hey company be yet the company come and aji embassy free and same. Papa Uswankuma am one at ebe receivership and the client and the diplomatic. What is this nonsense? Why are we even keeping these people? How foolish can we be? Ebin see that. John Mahama almost say, nobody was able to take our properties. And yet Ghana ma a private company because of greed and foolishness. Obi ba benmua I was said by force. Ye create impression be say obi a diska inti Mahama mo anya contract ni ye no mafa illegal ways so akotwam and then kofo ya ba broni krom. Omotuma ba US abet command the Ghana for say yemfa ye UK property momo bank court be na Ghana bituma direct an American to do that. Ye catch them say US passport. Yes to pay Belgium and na unkubi memeko because me here visa. Ya catch the want it. Can any court in Ghana instruct the American government to pay or to can any court in Ghana instruct the Ghana government, the American government to do this? But the American government, the court in America, it can instruct a whole government to make sure that company now didn't catch. Why are they saying they won't pay? My catcher must say US passport. Oti Ghana bompaye, oh ya fasting, oh koba. Ya kase yesu pay Belgium, we be a table so te ho ejiji dinya. Ansa na wunya visa na ye ne ye ko. Ya catcher. E krona mutimu no, omo mu no. They don't even appreciate your passport, your birth certificate, because they don't care. The Chief Justice, she does not even know whether she's Ghanaian or not. We are refugees. When you vote for a criminal, this is what you get. The people are sucking you dry. You have no idea. Now, let's move forward. Government will stop importing from China and other countries with buy Ghana first policy. Recycling. But Umia say, onubedi president Ghana, ya importi bibi and free China. Abo watarata. Ghana beyond aid negozi say. And young Kofu no buy Ghana beyond aid, Ghana beyond aid. You see idea, we are going to grow what we eat. We are not going to borrow. We are not going to import anything. Ghana before beyond 8 years abedru. Almost I could change the dinner by culture say, my friend buy Ghana first. Where Jimmy? Sometimes I would just say Tamo, Jimmy. Now you say, dear my Jimmy ni energy. Because who say one all the wedding come on where Jimmy a man in J. MPP for you, almost a more Ghana for the door, tits more come for more Jimmy. Now get na put me College of Education. College. You say a college. Now college ni otu but I'll put catch and say otu Abama NDC wabo mudia. Napo almost with Jimmy. But in his head, en Korano mutie ni Jimmy. You see what I mean? That is how a party omwe Jimmy no me say abo watarata. Whoa. So Ghana buy Ghana first. And a Ghana beyond aid now with the buy na ekufuado na mono mabodam. They are going to recycle their words. Asan will be bien wo biem. So tangani nyina ende. Se sia de fuseni ni ate. Enti fuseni se eye abeno, eye tente no onso abiem. Enti sia ne be den ye de nyoma kufie. Se sia ne Abiba se store nim on de nim biem. Se sia hwan na ebe nwen store amaye. Se sia atinga se fufuo no onwo. Se sia hwan na ebe wo fufuo na amaye ma customer saba. Se sia no eye Aminata says no why na adwene say enya de obekonsuo de bia besintaade nti hwan na eba bekonsuo si ataade no hesia de kwase ni ati Ghana beyond aid. The difference from buy Ghana first and the foolish people. These are despicable, dirty people. They don't respect the intelligence of Ghanaians. That is my problem with these filthy people. They are dirty people. You brought Ghana beyond aid. You brought planting for food and jobs. You brought Eddie and Napco. Everything there. We have not received a dime from these things. Because TV so Baumia has proposed 40 policies. Abua 40 policies and the dollar the same. Now policies na yeah recommend ya and the sanko kwasebia to which policy. How effective? How has it helped? How has it changed the economy of this country? You can propose 200,000 policies. It will be just policies. It will be opinions. Policies are things or are ideas that are backed by law that can change lives, change country, economic wise, social wise. Policy needs to have an effect. Social political effect on its citizens. policy ben are having a better effect on Ghanaians and on the economy. That is what we are talking about. It is not about proposing a policy. An idea that is backed by law and a friend policy. And that is not just that. It does not end there. It needs to go further and do what? Have a positive impact into $1 or tenner. That policy should change it and bring it back to 8. And then a friend said it is having a positive the repercussion, the rippling effect of that policy. Sa adwene na the emratari chino asesa nyoma ye. Because I'm paying you say or the policy bebraba. How has it changed anybody? The policies are making things difficult for everyone. The ideas now being backed by law, no, they are making lives difficult. So it means they are not policies. They are foolish political slogans. You don't just sit there and say policy. And as a question, baby to make a BB or say a policy. Chada question paying you on a cromfo way or no cross or policy. Jimmy each other way. A way. No fin and Namgana, because you're told a cromfo way, chada re. Missy Mamudi Church, your friend say, or Nemakasa phone so that they are not a thief like cheddar. Just a criminal boy in Namgana and a Jimmy for Dinechi. Now, Yanni, Jimmy, ya. I don't know, bit to make us a cheddar bit to match Ghana. Or the wine on and better Ghana. Cheddar a Jewy. A Crobian called the jail. We are jailing the dada 40 years. He will never see sun. Cheddar. Banchi when in Ghana, Jimmy when I'm also so now I'm here. Baumia Kasemia Chinkrimufo, and the Yabusa Baumia question. Say, I didn't know or spend the time be bree. Oh, sorry, them chain. Masalachi. I didn't know or friend who say, or person the first Muslim president to Ghana. I didn't know he does not spend time in the mosque. Is he shy or Ferris or Inkrimufo Besumana? The Baumia kind and say, or see, I am comfortable in the church because Jesus Christ is at its center. Yebusa Baumia say, Adentina, he said, Nkrimofo no complain. He said, also, person the first Muslim president, but you spend 99% of your time in the them. At the old ferry, so be so in Kribunian, I'll say, Odabi, but the ono didn't say, no yesu ne woho, and a yesu sebio onina otia sorima oma sorry ne koso. Tibaumia indirectly no or catching Nkrimofo say. In Krimosumono, who says Sebio, Mohammed and as Allah, ne hum ewo inti enyen Krimosumono na over spending the time na obu in Krimofone be. I am comfortable or say or you're comfortable or sorry them. If you say how do you did say yes wo now what about the mosque? Because the person obusa the question they can say we in Krimoni. And Kofo say, oh, person be the first in Kremoni president. Nanso yenta hu Kremosum, on time kwa sore, on ye juma, on person odo humpo be kan Krebo for say ampa. Adikudientia de biano owura sorry dem ne say, or you're more comfortable, owura sorry dem an ho ba no ho so. O hu say yesu honhom wo ho. Indirectly no, yeso pa asama ka kire wase a e na ka kire wo yire. Indirectly no ba omi ka kire Krebo for say ono masalachi no, owura ho a Owu bibi a kire se Allah honhom kura wo ho enti emma ne ho entene no ne ho owura masalachi a na ne ho ha no na ne ho etete no enu ntina or spending more time e wa sorry them munafiki tumbanzani munafiki utumbanzani wawani. And the Ujina waka chile Nkremofo say Nkremosum masalachi de eye de honhom onyankopon honhom ni wo na we are comfortable e wo hefa e wa sore dem to me a wo penti ogin say Nkremofo sebio omo agimi na ogin say Christopher so agimi because nipa be ka to the team say that Christopher no na Nkremofo no de omo agimi ombeto ama. This is somebody or a pathological liar. We are not supposed to spend time on Baumia. In the interview now, I say, Your Excellency, I want to know. Question on Mubusani no. I'm saying we want to know. I didn't know spend the time to do no I sorry them. They be now when I'm sorry them. We could donate to Sika or Usubempa, no Uraha, no Ura Pentecost, no Ura. I didn't know. They be a Ujina sorry them. Then so now we in Krebonia obey the first Muslim president. In Krebo function on tomorrow. Or say, ono de owura sorry dem a o feel comfortable na ohun say Yesu honhom wa sorry, meaning he is sending a message, a coded message to the chief imam. Or catch nkrebofo say adekudie ntia on time be juma every Friday. On nkrebofo ensom de bia adekudie ntia on person be wurawura masalachi dodo say owura ho a onya comfortable na onjindi say Allah Aya Muhammad peace be unto him. Honhom eni masalachi eni nkremosumu. We ni asema ba omia munafiki mutum banzani e ka kire Ghana for ende. Na wo ye nkremoni a odo mama bo from de bia te say madam for mustik. Wo ye nkremoni a sebio wo ye sala every day e te say madam for mustik. Wo ye nkremoni a sebio wo ye Ramadan, nkremoni a the 5 pillars of Islam you believe. In nkremoni a you believe that Muhammad the messenger of Allah, Muhammad peace be unto him, Allah the merciful, the greatest, Allah the omnipotent. So ye nkremoni a oje osumdi a osa ohoro na ase ansana wo de wo mama esifom asumo nyankopon a eye den na wonante ko eye the ballot paper to vote for this zanla, this munafiki, this mutum banza. Why should you do that? Then it means say wangasa osum na wosum no won tiase. It is better Allah strike you and mix your body with the body of pigs. So ye nkremoni a woji nkremosum di na se okoja lie mu so oto abama baomia after okasa asemu ya so ye nkremoni na woda hokoto abama baomia or say Allah strike wo kun totwene na wo body na ye besie no oyi na ode frankrem ode frade impreko nam na wototwene una fiki futum banza wawani bawamia we nye nipa ye tena Ghana ka se odi no kure. Why should we allow this to happen? All because of power. Now, Mahamudu Baumia, or say, Baumia say, I will increase daily feeding alawa. Hey, Baumia say, I will increase daily feeding or alawa for prisoners from 1 Ghana 80 pesos to 6 Ghana cedis. You see, or say, Okutia eduane alawa I'm a prison for the president. Now I want to show you something. School feeding in a day. Sika said they feeding kwara school. Mr. S, pull it out for me. In a day, Ghana for school feeding. Every child, how much do we spend on every child? I have no problems with people in our prisons. No fault of theirs, and prison, and I feel bad for them. The way our court system works, about 60% of the people who have been jailed don't deserve to be in jail. It's a fact. But I want to ask, Ghana school feeding in Kwarana. You see, a hot chocolate. Every sin the yema will be a hot chocolate. Yema will be a cocoa drink. Every sin there in Kwarana is feeding one. How in a day? A Korabia is feeding or Ghana beer or school feeding. How much do we spend on the kids? 97 pesos. Every day, Ghana and Kwara school. A Korabia and we're feeding 1 Ghana. They are fed 97 pesos. But we say currently, you feed the prisoners 1 cedi 80 pesos. Na obeye die president obe move through 1 cedi 80 pesos. Prisoner bia ebe feed the prisoner bia 6 Ghana. Obe mo alawa. Now Shadie, you see this is Shatawale, right? Mami show these 2 people. One in Nyansa. This is Baumia. Baumia say obema prisoners feeding alawa 6. Shatawale say also, I will build prisons for short-term sentences if elected president. Shatawale say, Sunday, obey president, obey she's a prisoner ma, omwa, yes, sentence you short-term. They are not supposed to be in the maximum prison. Shatawale argued that it's no. So, like me know bit is Shatawale, we are businessmen. We can build a correctional facilities across the nation. Efanipa 20,000. Beautiful facility. Now, Obia Ebe Jelu under 5 months, 6 months, we are not supposed to take you to Nsawum. Those people are supposed to take to those facilities. Now, it's a private facility. You are there as a prisoner, but over 6 months, you will be given some work to do, social services. So you are not mixed with the population that is filled with hardened criminals and all that. This is how you can basically move the pressure off the Nsawam prisons, because when you go to places like UK, America, your private prisons are basically people who have been sentenced in for shorter stays, and I say durations, say maybe see prison, say Shatawale see prison. Na osi prison a funny pa 10,000. Now you see where be jelu or Ghana biano around the southern sector no under 6 months biano. That's where you have to bring you. Do you know how Nsawam is going to change? It means there wouldn't be pressure on Nsawam. It means the facility will be put in good use. It means we can concentrate and make the facility a place, because I know be a jail in, and even though people have been jailed, they still have their rights. If we want to ease the pressure on Nsawam, these are some of the policies. It is Shatawale policy way far better than Bawumia policy. Because when it takes cities and you feed a prisoner, and the prisoner is not living well, that prisoner will die. They want to live better. They want to get a good mattress to sleep on. They want to feel like humans. They want to also belong. They just want their dignity. They don't want to be sleeping like chicken, like cows. They want to also feel, say, even though I'm a prisoner, which the Constitution says, say, I have a right, I should be given my decency. They don't even have that. You are thinking of feeding them. Now, when you feed them and later they come and sleep in a dirty environment and contract diseases and die the next day, what have you done? You, Shatawale, say, short term. Almost short term, 6 months, 7 months. They should have a special prison for them. Those people can go through counseling. So if it's a private entity, they see Sadia, all the private entity does is every prisoner, they charge the government and they keep them there. They give them a counseling. 6 months, there isn't more pressure on the day on Nsawam any area, the bigger facilities. Shatawale is smarter than Bawumia. Shatawale, unimnyansa chen Bawumia 1,000 times. Ose Bawumia be to me change Ghana. Now Shatawale ma one policy. Mahmoud Bawumia cannot even. I am showing you what Bawumia wants to do. So when president, Shatawale is saying one thing and it's the same thing. And see what Shatawale is advice or no idea in here. Anytime catch say, and you'll be a suit in the answer. Shatta is more intelligent than Bawumia. Realistically, Shatawale ni mnyansa chen Bawumia 100%. And unless you don't want to be realistic, unless you hate me, as some American, you could see Bawumia is talking trash, because the Aquarabia or Garabia or school be feeding under $1 city, 97 pesos. You feed every prisoner 1 city, 80 pesos. What will make you say you want to move it to 6 cities? We are not saying we don't have to feed our prisoners, but have you checked their living condition? It is all because of overcrowding. So why don't you have alternative way of accommodating them? When you accommodate them well, because there are some prisoners who are family members, they are living good, they eat good, they just need a good place to sleep. They just need their decency. They just need. Majority of people who die in prison, they don't die in prison because it is because of the living conditions. It's deplorable. It is bad. It is deplorable. It is bad. If you compare these, no, because you say, Jack, I'm telling you, you need to have that common sense in there. You need to think deep. You need to be proactive. You need to think further. My prisoners, from 1 city 80 to 6 cities in Tiantumame. Catch the prisoners that you make their living conditions better. How do you make it better? Now you say your businessman bear 4. Now me Shatawale was scar me you $20 million. Me see a prison facility. I find it 10,000 everywhere in Ghana. Your jail will be under 1 year per come there. I have a contract with the government. Every prisoner I charge. Ube say in Nsawam it can be put together in a way where people will come out of Nsawam as renewed people. Yet Ghana kwasiasem nkwa. Obia she kwasiasi do kan kwasiasem. enya gimpa na obekwa kwotena ho na unko classes sorry now you your homework come on and ma chese onum nyanso and they say a sheet of paper kwa me fifa wanko ss so ko gimpa and so ntumi twa ono nko na ye gimpa medical school student 6 years kwa me fifa da wote ho. Let's use this. Let's stop pleasing the public and acting as if we are smart. We are not. For a lecturer who cannot pay his rent to stand before you and read an article for you to read does not make you intelligent. It's about using that application here. Apply it. Be proactive and be reasonable. Mama mayanko yakoa asemeba. Let's move forward.
Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV. I see say a lot of people are moving from the traditional media to the social media. And PENDREAM, you are setting the pace because you bring the issues as they are. And the those are the issues. And then Unipa are not ready for just ordinary endorsement. But people want to hear the issues. What are the issues? What are the possible solutions? So for me, I'm endorsing PENDREAM TV. And I'm recommending, sir, Obibiana who affiliated traditional media and wire board with it, I'm going to live up to expectation. Your next last stop, PENDREAM TV.